Thank God we picked a good fighter as a backup. Whew. That was pretty good. Okay, fight number 4. You're on, Kara. Perfect. Nicely done. I love that part. That was Kara Dickerson from the Consumer Technology Association. Thank God she did what I asked her to do. All right. Each year we have a fight that is a topic where everybody's like, if I hear AI again, I'm gonna barf. So this year's version of that is blockchain, of course. 30 more minutes and it will have jumped the shark. All right, so we have 2 great fighters for this fight. The first one is Jaime Chambron, who is from NTT Data, and a Harvard graduate and a super smarty. And she is going to be taking one side of this fight, and it's going to be about blockchain versus Bitcoin. Which one is it? Which one should we be looking at? Does it matter? All that sort of stuff. Please give a warm welcome for Jaime Chambron. There's her music. I don't know what happened.
Back on the train.
You want it back on the chain gang by the Pretenders for all you old folks, okay?
Back on the chain gang.
Okay, so Jaime kind of represents big corporation, et cetera, et cetera. We care about security and safety, and she's gonna, of course, go against, no, I'm small and nimble, and we do crazy innovative things, and you don't know what you're talking about. In the form of a gentleman named Mark Hopkins from a place called Roger Wilco. Anybody here ex-military? Yeah, apply, all right? So Mark will do what I tell him, I think. Anyway, a career at IBM, Nokia, and even Mashable as a contributing writer. Please give a warm welcome to Mark Hopkins.
We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators.
Did you guys decide who wants to go first, or shall I pick? Mark is going to go first, 45 seconds, the floor is yours.
So I am an IBM futurist, and so I hear the blockchain, not Bitcoin propaganda, ongoing basis. But I've also been a crypto evangelist since 2011, so I've been asked to explain Bitcoin probably about 1 million times at this point. Here's the definition. Bitcoin is the reference architecture for blockchain, which is a secure internet protocol for mitigating the requirement for trust between counterparties. That's it. That's the whole thing. Now, some cypherpunks started this whole thing back in 1985 and predicted the rise of distributed ledger technology, but it was until 2009 when Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin and achieved true Byzantine fault tolerance. Now, the enterprise envied the success of Bitcoin and in 2016 decided to take a whack at it. Rather than gilding the lily, though, they've only succeeded in making it more expensive and less secure. They've lost the plot on Bitcoin.
And time. I have no idea what he just said. And I think what he said made sense. So, bravo. Michelle, I'm sorry, Jaime. That was horrible, horrible, horrible. Jaime. I owned it. I owned it. Jaime, you're up. 45 seconds.
Trust and transparency. Let me talk to you about the value, not of Bitcoin, but of blockchain itself. Think about how we track solar panel power today. It is done in a proprietary way in controlled, centralized databases, which, if you think about it, that means utility companies can cheat you in saying the percent of the power that they use is renewable. So IDO and NASDAQ got together and leveraged blockchain to create an energy exchange system so that you are transparent in this exchange and solving those problems. What if we could prevent counterfeit materials getting into the supply chain? Or better yet, what if we could track and trace the ingredients in what you buy so you know what you're consuming is organic?
And time. I also have no idea what she just said, so these guys are way ahead over my head. 30-second rebuttal, Mark.
So Bitcoin and blockchain are twins. And what you said, everything that you just talked about is actually possible with Bitcoin technology. It's these, if you lose the plot, if you forget what makes blockchain great, what makes Bitcoin great, you are going to design blockchains that are inherently less secure than the reference architecture. That's why they call it that, the reference architecture. It's the thing that all other blockchains are judged against.
Okay, 30 seconds for you, Jamie.
So, blockchain, as Mark said, it's partly an architecture, but it's the original invention. And there's three things we need to remember with blockchain. One, it's an enabler. It can be part of solutions and other types of technology to enable problems to be solved. It's also being used to disrupt industries, education, music, and medical records, to name a few. And third, rebranding is happening. The Bitcoin conference decided to rebrand itself and be a component of the Blockchain World Conference. So there's reasons why
And
to
time.
focus.
Okay. Now, the questions are going to be really important here, guys, okay? Really, really, really important. So,
And of
Andrew,
course,
you're the first one.
I get the blockchain question.
Yes, you do.
I wonder why.
Yes, you do. That's why they call you managing director.
Not really, but okay. So Mike, you hit it right on the head, right? If this was a concert, this section, and no disrespect, would have been the time that everybody got up and went for the beer in the bathroom. So here's the question. How the hell do you make this real? That anybody gives a damn?
All right, Mark, you seem ready to answer that question, so I'll let you go first.
Yes,
You got
I-
15 seconds.
Yes, I am. Bitcoin is real. It's real today. There's hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars being transacted in a daily, second-by-second basis on the Bitcoin network. And again, if you want to make it real, understand why that works, and you can apply it to your industry. But if you don't understand what makes Bitcoin secure and the longest-running supercomputer in human history with zero breaches, zero hacks, you will design blockchains that inherently fall flat.
Jamie.
So how this is all going to work, and it's how business works today, is entities have to come together and collaborate. That's how standards are formed, that's how interoperability happens, and it can happen here. And it's happening today in many different industries, of groups coming together and realizing we need this transparent, trustful system to solve some of the inherent issues we've been dealing with and to optimize how we better serve and have people trust in us.
And time. Excellent. Who's got the next question? Oh, Rowie.
So the advice I give people about Bitcoin is always be the kind of person who bought Bitcoin in 2011, like me. So, but too little, oh boy. This is such a weird debate. It's like, and I'm a foreigner, but it sounds like an argument between what's better, being from Dallas or being Dallas. So, let me try to throw like a monkey wrench at it. As someone who understands blockchain and Bitcoin fairly well, I have no idea what this argument was about. So, here's how I'm going to judge you, okay? I'm going to ask you to come up with the weirdest, wackiest application for blockchain you can get on the spot and describe in 15 seconds, and whoever's weirdest gets my vote. How about that?
Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm going to let you guys volunteer. Who wants that? Mark, go.
Dentacoin. It's blockchain for dentists. Why? I don't know, but it exists. It's a thing. It's in market, and it's a public blockchain like Bitcoin. So, I mean, let a million blockchains bloom, but you know, if they work like Bitcoin, then they exist. I mean, I don't know. It's,
And time.
yeah.
Jamie.
Baby coin. When you're born, you get your own identity within a blockchain, and it persists with you forever.
All right. Well, there you have it. Does everybody understand Bitcoin and blockchain now? I do. All right. Jeevan, open up the voting, please. That was awesome. Jamie Chambron.
Back on the train.